to the Pre-Snap Podcast, a Props Edge edition presented by LineStar, where we give you the 5 best bets for Week 4 in the NFL on the Underdog Fantasy app. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. All of our 5 best bets for today, you can find them on the Underdog Fantasy app. If you don't already have it, download it. Link is below to that. Use promo code LineStar, and new users who deposit at least $10 can get up to $100 of your deposit matched. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube right now, be sure to like this video if you're enjoying our content. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and sign up for notifications. Especially important for these props shows because a lot of times the lines change, so you want to get in there right away when we first come out with our show. Tyler, week 4, we got another great week of football ahead of us and a lot of great matchups to exploit here.
Yep, and we're starting to get more and more data, so our tools are starting to just work better and better.
Here we go. Make sure you use our Props Edge tool. That's what we're going to be using today to find the best value and edge against the sportsbooks and against Underdog to try to win us some money. So our first best bet on Underdog is going to be DK Metcalf, the Seattle Seahawks wide receiver, under 63.5 receiving yards. Metcalf at the Detroit Lions this week. FanDuel Sportsbook actually has this prop at 58.5. So on Underdog, Tyler, that seems unusually high.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is very high. With our LineStar projection, we have 52.2. So we even do like that line that you mentioned. The line you mentioned, 58, is at minus 115. So we're getting some really good value with this too. But he's been under in 9 of the last 10, 4 of the last 5. And he is averaging 51.2 yards over the last 5 games. He just simply has not been great with Geno Smith throwing the ball to him.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't developed that chemistry yet. It seems like Russell Wilson, that was his go-to guy, and now that he's not there anymore, he just hasn't been putting up those receiving numbers. And against this Detroit Lions team that has been allowing a lot of teams to kind of run all over them in terms of offensive yards.
It has. However, the rookie cornerback has really stepped up, and he's been playing extremely well. He's the one that played a huge role in shutting down good old Justin Jefferson.
So there's a good chance we like him to shut down DK Metcalf in this one. Our second best bet for you on Underdog Fantasy, Giants quarterback Daniel Jones under 235.5 total yards against the Chicago Bears. Now, sportsbooks have his passing yards line at 193.5. That's minus 115. And he's throwing for about 186.7 yards per games. He hasn't exceeded his passing yards prop this year in 3 games.
Yeah,
so,
he has yet to throw over 200 yards this game. He doesn't really have wide receivers. If you missed that last game, Sterling Shepard got injured. He's out for the year again. Tony's out. Their rookie wide receivers out. They're going to be dealing with guys that were backups on teams last year. Not even backups. They were like 3rd, 4th string. And so once again, he likely doesn't go over 200 yards passing. The one time he has gone over this 235 total yards prop was last game because he ran for 80 yards. So if he's not running for 80, he's not going to do this.
So no offensive weapons for him. Now this Bears defense, they have been absolutely abysmal against the rush, but they've actually been pretty decent against the pass. They rank 9th in pass defense. So for Daniel Jones to hit that prop, not likely this time around.
I agree.
And our third prop bet for Underdog Fantasy, Marcus Mariota under 246.5 total yards. Mariota going up against the Cleveland Browns. Browns defense only allowed 1 quarterback to exceed this yardage prop. Want to know who that was? Yeah, Joe Flacco. Yep. What do you see about Mariota's under that you like in this game?
Yeah, he's hit this under in 2 of 3. Our projection for him is 197.2 yards. So we're pretty well under. Like you said, only Flacco has been over. Flacco threw for 300 yards that game. Flacco, we know, is a good passer. Mariota isn't a great passer. The 2 people that did not go over were Baker Mayfield, and Trubisky. he is more in line with those type of passers than he is Flacco. So once again, I don't see him going over.
And while you worry about the rush yards piling up with Mariota, the Browns actually have a pretty good rushing defense, 7th best rushing defense in NFL. So you take that component away from Mariota, and it's...
And he hasn't had a ton of rushing yards this year. There's only been one game over 30 rushing yards. So I'm not a huge... I'm not really concerned about the rushing yards. Can he do it? Yes. Will he? Probably not.
So those are our 3 best bets from the LineStar app. Now it's time for us to choose our own props. Tyler, who are you going with on Underdog this week?
I am going with Kyler Murray over 240.5 passing yards. This number is just way too low. He's done it in 2 of 3 games. Kyler is getting Rondale Moore back, so he's just adding more weapons to this offense. And Carolina just gave up 353 passing yards to Jameis Winston. Murray is 100% capable of matching that. 240 is just too low. We have him around 280, so I'm hammering the over.
Yeah, Winston absolutely torched
them.
The Panthers. That's a great prop there. I'm going Saquon Barkley over 113.5 rush and receiving yards. Going up against the Bears. The quad father leads the league in yards from scrimmage this season. He's hit 114 in 2 of 3 games this year. His opponent for week 4, the Bears, who are giving up the 3rd most rush yards in the NFL. Also, the last 2 running backs to go up against this Bears defense, you had Texas running back Dameon Pierce and Packers running back Aaron Jones, who both had over 100 yards. They are not nearly as dynamic of a running back as Saquon Barkley. I say he runs all over this team and hits that prop for you.
If they're going to win, he is the only reason they did it. Yep.
Yeah. And he's been spectacular for fantasy owners all over the place. Nice to see his resurgence after that somewhat lackluster year last year where he was still coming off of that ACL surgery, trying to get back in the swing of things, and now he's back to his rookie season.
It is very nice to see him back and have that burst that we knew he had.
So let's win this money this week. Feeling good about our props. If you do as well, you can tail us on the Underdog Fantasy app. Link to that is below. New users who deposit at least $10 can get up to $100 of your deposit match if you use the promo code LineStar. Check it out. Underdog Fantasy, great way to place your bets. Legal in most states. So it's a no-brainer. Link is below to that. Also, check out LineStarApp.com. That is where we get all of the information that we use to make the best decisions possible about our prop bets. We have a Props Edge tool that gives you the best value and edge against the sports books, against Underdog. Check it out, LineStarApp.com. Lastly, if you're following us right now and watching us on YouTube, make sure to like this video if you're enjoying our content. Drop a comment. Let us know what your props are this weekend. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and sign up for notifications so you know right when we come out with videos so you can lock in those props right away, because the lines do move fairly quickly as we get closer to game time. So that's going to do it for us on the Underdog Fantasy Props Edge show for week 4. Let's go get that money. Good luck to you. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.